the Westwood One Radio Network. The Dolphins beat the Jets 34-13 Friday in the NFL's first ever Black Friday game. Miami benefits from a 99-yard Hail Mary pick six by Javon Holland to end the first half. A rough start for Tim Boyle, sacked 7 times. He threw 2 picks. The Jets dropped their 4th straight to fall to 4-7. The Dolphins go to 8-3 and move in, at least for now, to the number 1 seed in the AFC playoff standings. After a 45-10 loss to the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, the Commanders fired defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio and DB coach Brent Vesselmeyer Friday. Washington owner Josh Harris says that he accepted the recommendations of head coach Ron Rivera and that he shares the disappointment and frustration felt by the fans. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Tiffany absolutely hated her job.
I was living paycheck to paycheck on a dead-end job that I did not like.
She's been considering a change with My Computer Career.
I was able to qualify for financial aid.
Just 2 nights a week in a classroom and studying from anywhere online opened up a whole new world to her.
I get job offers all the time. IT is practically recession-proof.
Become an IT pro in just months with 0 experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
I highly recommend My Computer Career.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu. This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper, and you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
More than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio for their news, traffic, weather, sports, and a community connection. It's the backbone of the emergency alert system, keeping us safe in dangerous times. It's critical that we keep AM radio in cars, because when cell and internet services are down, this free emergency service could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
If you're traveling for pleasure or business, don't forget you can take us along. Log on our website, kxoradio.com. News, weather, information you can use. kxoradio.com. It's 7:31 on this Saturday morning, Thanksgiving weekend. The holiday weekend continues. Still got one more day to go. Tomorrow, it all wraps up tomorrow, and everybody's back to work. Birthdays today. November 25th is the day it is, and today's birthdays. Catherine Crosby. Isn't she the one who shot JR? She is 90 years old today. The elusive butterfly guy, Bob Lind, he is 81. Actor, game show host, Ben Stein. Ben Stein's Money, you could win it. He's 79. You could anyway. Actor John Larroquette. He was an actor. He was a radio disc jockey, and then he turned actor. He is 76. Dancing with the Stars judge Bruno Tonioli is 68. Don't know where Bruno ever. I know he came from Italy, but I don't know what he ever did. Amy Grant. She's a legendary singer. She's 63. Drummer Scott Mercado is 59. We have Steve Harris. He's was in Friday Night Lights and The Practice. He's 58. Billy Burke of Twilight, he was in all of them. He was 57. Stacy Ladisaw, she is a legendary singer. She's 57 years old. Jill Hennessy, she was in the Crossing Jordan movie. She's 54. Christina Applegate, she was the daughter in Married with Children. He is 52 years old today. Eddie Steeples, My Name is Earl, one of my favorite shows. He is 50 years old today. Christian Nairn of the Game of Thrones, 48. I've never seen an episode of that. Jill Flint of The Good Wife and Royal Pains is 46. Jerry Ferrara of Entourage is 44. Valerie Aslin of Sullivan and Son is 43. Katie Cassidy, she was in Arrow and the new Melrose Place. She is 37 years old. And we have Stephanie Sue, was in the films Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, and TVs and The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, 33 years old today. Those are the big shot birthdays. A lot of them, I don't know how big they are, but anyway, they're there. We've got the local people coming up next.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
Happy birthdays this morning going out to Anthony Ramirez, Zabron de Leon, Araceli Vogel, Jennifer Lynn Hammett, Marvin Wyman, Tony Ramos, Joseph Alvarez, and Tim Novak. Happy birthday to each and every one. And we have a happy anniversary. Brenda and Rogelio Gonzalez celebrating their anniversary. Congratulations to Brenda and Rogelio Gonzalez.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
And it is now time for the World and California News headlines, brought to you by Locke Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Locke, your year-round comfort specialist.
California headline news. Bargain hunters flock to Black Friday sales. Kareem Amara, shopper visiting from Egypt, was loaded up with bags of gifts he purchased at a mall in Southern California yesterday.
This is only for me. Tomorrow I will continue for the rest of the family.
The FAA will investigate an emergency on board an American Airlines flight on Friday morning headed from LAX to Mexico City. The plane could not be pressurized.
The plane circled over Southern California for a while as the pilots apparently tried to troubleshoot, but after about 90 minutes in the air flying at a low altitude, the Airbus A319 made its way back to LAX. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
A 68-year-old man jogging near Disneyland in late September filmed himself shooting a homeless man to death after the man blocked his path on the sidewalk and threw a shoot him. Craig Sumner Elliott allegedly killed 40-year-old Antonio Garcia Avalos with his legally concealed weapon. Elliott faces voluntary manslaughter charges. Mike Sauceda, California Headline News.
Become a Locke Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Locke Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Locke VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Locke Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Locke Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Locke, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
CBS News Brief. 13 Israeli citizens have been released by Hamas, with more expected today. They were transferred to 3 separate hospitals in Israel. Dr. Joseph Menlovic at Schneider's Children's Hospital has some of them.
This is a complex event, both medically and emotionally. For the released hostages who have returned to Israel, for their families, for the entire people of Israel, whether in Israel or abroad.
It is the most intensive drone attack against Ukraine since Russia began its full-scale invasion. Ukraine says Kyiv was the main target. 75 Iranian-made drones were launched by Russia. 74 were shot down. Today is Small Business Saturday.
You're going to get more people out only because they're off work, 2, their families are into town, and it just gets everybody in the mood for the holiday, and it's a good kickstart.
Tammy Capshaw owns a small business in Charleston, West Virginia. CBS News Brief.
And your World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Locke Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair or replacement, call the experts, Locke Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Hey, remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the CIF and the California State Athletic Directors Association.
And it's now time for page one of the local news, brought to you by El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 3 locations to serve you at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. It is Saturday. The holiday weekend continues. That means the maximum enforcement period continues. CHP Holiday Patrol started Wednesday evening and will continue until 11:59 tomorrow night, November 26th. California Highway Patrol has as many officers as possible on patrol looking for unsafe driving behaviors, including impaired and distracted driving, speed and reckless driving, and people not wearing their seatbelts. MEP, the maximum enforcement period, is underway until tomorrow night. The El Centro Police Department has released a video of an officer-involved shooting. The shooting occurred on August 31st, 2023, in the 1900 block of Ocotillo Drive. The redacted video is available on the El Centro Police Department's Facebook page. The incident remains under investigation by the California Department of Justice's Police Shooting Investigation Team, and no other details have been released by either the state of California or the city of El Centro. In the incident, Elizandro Vargas was fatally shot by El Centro police after he was confronted by officers responding to the report of a theft from a nearby store. According to the El Centro Police Department, Vargas was wielding a brick and refused to comply with officers' demands that he drop the brick. We'll have more in just a minute.
Before you head out on the road, head into El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Ask for the works. Trained technicians will change the oil using up to 6 quarts of synthetic blend oil. Change the filter, rotate the tires, top off the fluids, check the belts, hoses, battery, and brakes, all for one low price. It's the works at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, at El Centro Motors, the Imperial Valley Mall, and the Brawley Auto Center, or with their new mobile service wherever you are.
And Border Patrol agents seized $250,000 in methamphetamine during a traffic stop. It happened Tuesday night. Agents stopped a pickup truck on Interstate 8 near the Buckman Springs exit. The agents noticed 4 large duffel bags in the bed of the truck. A Border Patrol K-9 team alerted to the truck. Agents inspected the duffel bags and located 188 pounds of methamphetamine with a street value of nearly $282,000. The driver was turned over to San Diego County Sheriff's Office for further investigation and for processing. And 2 house fires, 2 houses burned in Yuma. City of Yuma Fire Department responded to the 1800 block of West 16th Place at about 6:30 p.m. on Wednesday. On arrival, firefighters located a house with heavy smoke and flames coming out of the home. The fire was brought under control. 1 person was evaluated for injuries. 1 of the family's dogs died. The house was heavily damaged, and the American Red Cross was called in to assist 2 adults and 4 children. Cause of the fire is under investigation. At about 3:30 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day, Yuma Fire Department responded to the 2100 block of South 5th Avenue. On arrival, firefighters found a home with heavy smoke and flames coming from it. The fire was contained to the house where it originated, but the home and its contents sustained a significant damage. American Red Cross was able to assist the 2 adults and their dog that lived in that house. MCAS Fire and Imperial County Fire provided mutual aid to battle the fire. The fire is believed to have started from a small piece of cardboard used to light a barbecue to grill a Thanksgiving turkey. That's it. That's page one of the local news, brought to you by Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. With 3 locations to serve you, Quick Lane services all makes and models, and you will never need an appointment.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And it's on to page 2 of the local news, brought to you this morning by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town with daily lunch specials Monday through Friday and happy hour 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. Executive Director of Communications, Marketing, and Public Relations, Celeste Alvarez, has been appointed that position. She will lead the IBC Public Information Office as the new Executive Director of Communications, Marketing, and Public Relations Office. Formerly with the IV Food Bank, Alvarez begins her new position at Imperial Valley College on Monday. She is a graduate of Imperial Valley College, as well as the University of Southern California Annenberg School of Communication and Journalism. Raleigh native has worked as a journalist, a columnist, brand ambassador, and marketing coordinator. DUI cases are reportedly on the increase in Imperial County. District Attorney George Marquez has decided to do something to combat that trend. The DA has obtained a grant from the California Office of Traffic Safety to support all DUI-related investigations and prosecutions. District Attorney says the $132,000 grant will support prosecutors by providing them the necessary specialized training to effectively investigate and prosecute DUI cases. The grant will also support homicide cases where driving under the influence resulted in a fatality. Marquez has appointed a Deputy District Attorney, Frederick Pollack, to spearhead these cases in coordination with the California Highway Patrol. DA says the reality is that every time someone drives a vehicle impaired, they risk not only their own lives, but the lives of every person who has proximity to their vehicle, both driver and pedestrian. Marquez says they intend to hold these people accountable for committing these offenses. City of Calexico has announced the appointment of 5 individuals to the city leadership team. Now they're not all new faces in the border city, but they do have new assignments. Francisco Barbara has been appointed to the Development Services Director position. Barbara is a Calexico native. Guillermo Sillas has been appointed to Public Works Director, City Engineer. Sillas is a licensed civil engineer. He has worked for the City of Raleigh, Caltrans, and the International Sundry and Water Commission. Veronica Luna Alvarado is the newly appointed city clerk. Luna Alvarado has worked in a number of departments at City Hall. Edward Ainza, he is now the acting fire chief for Calexico. Ainza has been with the City of Calexico since 2011. Armando Orozco, he is the interim chief of police. Orozco has been a member of the Calexico Police Department since the year 2002. And a man, saw someone trying to break into his truck early Tuesday morning. The truck was parked near 2nd and Main Streets in El Centro when a man wearing a yellow vest and black pants was observed breaking into the vehicle. When confronted, the thief dropped the items that had been taken from the truck and ran southbound on New Street. The victim told officers that the man was armed with a knife. El Centro Police police were able to catch the thief near Brighton and New Streets. A short time later, the suspect, a 31-year-old man, was booked into Imperial County Jail on charges of armed robbery, making criminal threats, and brandishing a weapon at a police officer. We're going to take a look at your weather in just a minute.
At Burgers and Beer, Christmas is one of the most important times of the year for us. It's a time for us to stop and give thanks for our blessings and celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. Let the spirit of love gently fill our hearts and homes. In this loveliest of seasons, may you find many reasons for happiness. Wishing you and your family health, happiness, peace, and prosperity this holiday season and in the coming new year. From your Burgers and Beer family.
The high temperature yesterday, 73 degrees. The overnight low this morning, 51. National Weather Service says we can expect pleasant conditions for the remainder of the weekend, with temperatures hovering slightly below the seasonal normal. The high pressure will return to the region during the first half of next week, allowing temperatures to rebound back to near or slightly above normal. Unsettled weather with the chance of showers returns to the forecast towards the end of next week. Weather forecast calling for sunny skies today. Highs right near 70. West to northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight. Overnight lows around 45. North winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, partly cloudy skies, highs right near 67, north to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly cloudy skies, overnight lows around 49, west to northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mostly sunny on Monday, highs right near 71, north to northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And right now, we're looking at 51 degrees, 68%. The relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality unchanged. Air quality is still good throughout the region. You've been listening to a local news, page 2, and the local weather, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family or meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
From coast to coast, this is Goddard's Gold, right here on the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO.
Goddard's Gold. What's your name? Who's your daddy?
Get the gold, Goddard's Gold, Saturday 9 p.m. to midnight and Sunday morning 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Goddard's Gold.
And it is time for the Sports World Roundup, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best of care. In the NFL, yesterday, Friday football, it was the Dolphins all over the Jets, 34-13, and the Hail Mary by the Jets in an attempt to come back was intercepted, and that's just how their night went. The rest of the broadcast schedule in the NFL, the Sunday football, the afternoon, Sunday afternoon, 1 p.m., the Chiefs are going to take on the Raiders. That should be a real good one. That'll be on FM 107.5, the Raiders station for the Imperial Valley. The Sunday night game, Ravens at the Chargers, and Monday night football, the Bears at the Vikings, will both be broadcast on KXO AM 1230. In the college football, there was a few games on Friday. Oregon, number 6 ranked Oregon, beat 16th ranked Oregon State 31-7. Number 7 ranked Texas defeated Texas Tech 57-7. 9th ranked Missouri defeated Arkansas 48-14. 11th ranked Penn State defeated Michigan State 42-0. And it was the 13th ranked Oklahoma defeated TCU 69-45. Iowa, 17th ranked Iowa, beat Nebraska 13-10, and 23rd ranked Tulane beat UTSA by a score of 29-16. We'll have more in just a minute.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
And on the NBA scoreboard, it was the Magic defeated the Celtics 113-96. Suns got by the Grizzlies 110-89. It was yes, we do have more. It was the Knicks over the Heat 100-98. Raptors beat the Bulls 121-108. Pacers over the Pistons 136-113. Rockets beat the Nuggets 105-86. Bucks beat the Wizards 131-128. It was the Kings over the Timberwolves 124-111. Warriors got by the Spurs 118-112, and the Pelicans beat the Lakers 116-106. Clippers fans were not happy. And in PGA, Min Woo Lee extended his lead to 3 shots at the Australian PGA Championship after a 5-under-66 in overcast conditions early this morning to move to a 17-under after 3 rounds. And this is amazing. World number 1,214. Nick Hill Rama, that's what he's ranked, 1,214. He is in the lead, tops the leaderboard in round 2 of the DP World Tour's Joburg Open, carding an 8-under par 62 at the Hopton Golf Club on Friday, 1 shot ahead of the compatriot Tristan Lawrence. And Australia beats Finland to reach the second straight Davis Cup final for them. And the NBA is looking into allegations that Oklahoma City Thunder guard Josh Giddey had an improper relationship with an underage girl, according to a league spokesperson. That's it. That's a look at sports. Sports has been brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
It is now time for financial news and weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, locally owned company, protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Dow Jones Industrial Average rose on a Friday as the major averages notched a 4-week winning streak. The 30-stock Dow rose 117.12 points, or 0.33%, to 35,390.15. Meanwhile, S&P 500 ticked higher by 0.06% to end at 4,559.34. NASDAQ Composite fell 0.11%, closing at 14,250.85. Major retail shares rose slightly on Black Friday, showing that maybe Black Friday is not all it's been in the past. For the week, the Dow gained 1.27%, while the S&P 500 advanced 1%. NASDAQ Composite added 0.89% in that time. It's the fourth consecutive positive week for the major averages, longest for the S&P 500 and NASDAQ since June. The Dow, meanwhile, hasn't posted a weekly run this long since April. We're going to take a look at your weather in just a minute.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
High temperature yet today, 73 degrees. Overnight low this morning, 51. Sunny skies expected today. Highs right near 70. West to northwest winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies tonight. Overnight lows around 45. North winds, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Sunday, partly cloudy skies. Highs right near 67. North to northwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly cloudy skies. Overnight lows around 49. West to northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, mostly sunny. Highs right near 71. North to northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And right now we are looking at 51 degrees, 68% the relative humidity. Air Pollution Control District says air quality has not changed a bit. The financial news and weather has been brought to you this morning by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO. El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
And we're coming up on CBS News, 8 o'clock, 6 minutes of news and information on the way.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Wendy Gillette. A delegation from Qatar visited Israel to discuss possibly extending a ceasefire in the Israel-Hamas war. Today marks day 2 of 4 in which both sides agreed to pause fighting to allow the exchange of hostages and Palestinian prisoners. Over a dozen more hostages are expected to be released within hours. CBS News correspondent Weijia Jiang in Nantucket with the president.
U.S. officials are carefully tracking 3 Americans who could be released in the next few days. 2 women and 4-year-old Abigail, whose parents were killed by Hamas. The president expressed optimism for their return after some 24 hostages were released.
The former officer convicted of killing George Floyd, Derek Chauvin, was stabbed in prison. WCCO's Al Shock.
Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison has commented to the Star Tribune and confirmed that the former Minneapolis police officer was stabbed by a fellow inmate at a federal prison in Arizona. Ellison also said that Chauvin was duly convicted and should be able to serve time in prison without fear of violence.
It's Small Business Saturday when Americans are encouraged to shop local. Retail analyst Bert Flickinger.
The spending should be higher on Small Business Saturday and or Sunday of the weekend than it is on Black Friday because so much of Black Friday's business is spent online.
A big storm could complicate travel this weekend after the holiday. The Weather Channel's Kelly Cass.
We're going to see that rain changing over to snow as the temperatures cool down. Notice Kansas City, we're actually going to be relatively warm for snow anyway, and then we'll see those temperatures drop off by this evening. That will change that rain over to snow as we bring our system right along the I-70 corridor, even down into northern portions of Arkansas. You've got that cold rain out there.
After the holidays, there could be a rash of illnesses. Correspondent Bradley Blackburn.
Health experts are warning of a holiday surge in respiratory illnesses like COVID, flu, and RSV. But it's not too late to get your flu, COVID, and when eligible, RSV shots. Another thing you can do is test. Americans can now order up to 8 at-home COVID tests for free online to be delivered. The Department of Health and Human Services relaunched covidtest.gov last month as the virus began to increase.
And one person diagnosed with the flu, Pope Francis. The Pope went to the hospital for a CAT scan today to rule out lung complications. Part of one of his lungs was removed when he was young. His next public appearance is scheduled for tomorrow, his regular address in St. Peter's Square. This is CBS News.
You don't need a job platform, you need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews, all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
Some intimate parts need the gentle, easy trim of a Gillette trimmer. And some need the closeness and comfort of a Gillette Intimate Razor. While others need a Gillette Anti-Chafe Stick. Gillette Intimate, the best a man can get, down there. Buy now.
Halloween is over, but hiring is still a bit scary. Indeed's end-to-end solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credits.
You don't want to miss 60% off everything during the once-a-year Black Friday event, only at your nearest Banana Republic factory store. Bring home must-have styles and gifting favorites with limited-time deals from just $15. Exergen thermometers are the smart choice when selecting your thermometer because accuracy matters. Exergen thermometers are fast, non-evasive, and clinically accurate for medical and home use. Find Exergen thermometers at Walgreens and other participating retailers. Learn more at Exergen.com.
What's the happiest place on earth? It's not Orlando.
There's actually something called the World Happiness Report. And for the past 11 years, it's analyzed the quality of life around the world. So which country ranks as the happiest? For the 6th year in a row, that would be Finland. The other happy countries are relatively close by: Denmark, Iceland, and Switzerland. Luxembourg is also in the top 10. So where does the U.S. rank? At number 15. Last year, we were number 16, so a modest improvement. And at the bottom of the happiness rankings, no big surprises: Sierra Leone, Lebanon, and Afghanistan. One big surprise, coming in as the number 4 happiest country, with the caveat that the survey was completed before last October, Israel. Peter Greenberg, travel editor, CBS News.
And right now in northern Finland, the sun only shines for about 3.5 hours a day. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me lay on you a so-so entertainer
with George Gale.
Not much of a humanitarian, and this cat was never nobody's friend. You can applaud if you wanna.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.